Welcome to Wake Up Call for the Soul. My name is Bill Frase, and this is a series of videos on who we are, where we come from, and where we're going. And this first video in this series is called The Source and the Soul. So we'll start with the source. The source is my word for the ultimate reality from which everyone and everything originates. And the source goes by many different names in different traditions. In this video, I'm going to refer to it as the source. And it has these qualities of being all-knowing and infinite and all-powerful, and importantly for this video, all-loving, unconditionally loving. And none of these pictures are going to be drawn to scale. They're for the purposes of illustration. The source is not a circle, but it seemed like a good shape for this purpose. And so the source is constantly radiating out throughout the cosmos unconditional love and light and wonderful energies and blessings for everyone and everything to enjoy. All right, so now we're going to show a bit of the relationship between the source as the big circle and the soul as the smaller circle here. And again, we've got this, the infinite source radiating light and love everywhere we look. And the soul is, you'll notice it's the circle, smaller, obviously not to scale, and slightly darker, just to represent that we are not the same as the source. We as human souls on the earth are finite, yet with an infinite potential for growth and development. And so what we are meant to do as souls is actually to being made in the image and likeness of the source is for us to radiate out our love and light as well. And yet, when I look at this picture, this doesn't really reflect a lot of my reality in this life at this point. And both in terms of me being this beacon of light, not happening as much as I would like, and even being able to see the source as if a bright sun on a cloudless day here on Earth. And so this is going to bring us to this next image. So I've taken the soul, I've made it larger, and the soul has this desire to love, to express love and everything, and yet there are things that come at us that are really unpleasant, like this lightning bolt. And because the world that we experience is very harsh and brutal and violent, to be honest. And from the moment of our incarnation, we have stuff coming at us, energies, intentions, phenomena, behaviors that are really unpleasant, painful even, that we do not enjoy and that we do not want. And so just like this thing coming at us, the soul says, I don't want to experience that again. That was really not fun. And maybe we've got something else coming in here, and the soul experiences, whoa, no, thank you, I'm not going to do that. And something else comes in over here, and the soul's like, no, not going to deal with that. And so as the soul encounters these harsh and dark conditions of life on earth, it starts to build up these walls and these defenses, and sometimes it might even set up some spikiness here, some other kinds of structures to help it to feel safe in the world, in a world that really doesn't feel safe. And so this is what we might call the human condition. This is what most of us are dealing with. We don't even know we're doing this. It's happening at this really deep level where we're trying to keep ourselves safe from all of this unpleasantness coming at us from every which angle in the human world. And yet, what we have over here is we have the source of unconditional love, just like in the last image, radiating out all of this light. And so this is my explanation for why we really don't see the source like we do the sun on a cloudless day here on earth, is because we're walking around with these walls and these defenses. And maybe they're good for protecting us from the nastiness of life, but they also, as in any defense on earth, they can also keep the good stuff from getting in. They can prevent us from seeing what's going on, clouding our vision, blinding us to what is true and real. And yet, what happens is that we have the ability to ask the source from our soul for blessings, love, the highest energies, whatever you want to call it. And when we ask from our soul, there are there are cracks in this armor. There are chinks in all of these different things around the soul. And the source, when we ask, will answer, will respond, and will send these blessings to our soul through the cracks, through the little fissures in those defenses. Now, part of the trick is that even though this always happens, it's actually a law. These encrustations we're talking about, these defense systems around the soul, they can actually prevent us from knowing that it's happened. There's all kinds of factors that we can't go into in this video that affect our awareness of what's going on. But every time we ask from our soul for the help, the love, the upliftment from the source, we receive it. So here's my attempt at a summary. So here we've got the source of unconditional love, infinite. We've got our human souls here, and the source is radiating out all kinds of wonderful love and energies throughout the cosmos. Our souls want to do the same, but we come into a world that humanity has created that is really icky, and so we spend a lot of energy building up defense systems to protect us from all this stuff. And as you can see, the source can be showering light on us, and it's as if it doesn't exist. And yet, when we ask, even in this condition, maybe because of this condition, these walls we built around ourselves, we say, "Oh, source, can I have what you want to give me?" The source will send it to us. It'll find a way through those cracks and those chinks in our armor. And one of the things that's exciting about this process is that as we receive that unconditional love from the source, some of these conditions start to dissipate, and we are actually able to express more of our light, more of our purpose in the world over time. And that's one of the things that this unconditional love from the source gives us, is this ability to express our light, to shine as we're meant to, just as the source shines upon us, so that we can be lights and blessings to other people. I want to thank you so much for being here. Please visit my link tree if you're interested in more information and inspiration. And I hope that you get to express the deep desire of your soul, and experience what comes in response to that expression. I hope that you're inspired to help other people express the deep desire of their soul as well. And I just want to encourage you to go out there and be love.